Major management reshuffle at AirAsia Berhad. The airline is appointing external recruit Riyad Asmat as its new CEO, succeeding Irene Omar. He will assume his position on Jan 10th next year. Irene will be promoted as AirAsia Group Deputy CEO, Digital Transformation and Corporate Services. Group CEO Tan Sri Tony Fernandez also announced that Tharumalingam Kanalingam, better known as Bolingam, has been promoted to Deputy Group CEO for airline businesses. Fernandez, however, rubbishes the notion that he is retiring, saying that there is still much to do, and Irene and Bo will be his right and left hand, while Riyad reports to Bo. As for the new recruit, Fernandez says that Riyad is no stranger to AirAsia, as they have known him since Caterham F1 days, explaining that Riyad has previously dealt with GE and Airbus during his time at Caterham, and Fernandez is confident that he will lead the company into the next phase of development. Prior to his announcement, Riyad was Director for Corporate Planning, Strategy and Business Development at Nazar Corp Holdings Sdn Berhad. Among the other changes include the appointment of Captain Adrian Jenkins as COO and Rosman Omar as Executive Director of AirAsia International Limited. Ratings agency Moodys Investor Services says the country's reserves aren't sufficient to meet maturing external long-term debt repayments and short-term debt. However, a sizable net position, large export proceeds and deep domestic capital markets would help to moderate external vulnerability. Moodys adds that the government of Malaysia, which has an A3 and stable rating, demonstrates a relatively high but stable government and household debt burden. On a positive note, Moodys said that Malaysia would be able to maintain its strong growth trends. As such, long-term potential growth should stay robust at around 5%. Almost half of Malaysians are not confident about having enough money to live till the age of 80, a new survey shows. The 2017 Prudential Relationship Index found that for most Malaysians, retirement savings is their top financial priority. The survey also showed that while 83% of Malaysians currently help out their parents, only 31% expect their children to support them. As such, most Malaysians expect to depend on themselves, with 87% planning to live off their personal finances, while 43% are expecting to keep working in their senior years. Prudential Assurance's Chief Brand Officer Fiona Liao says it is important to have frequent reviews of your finances, saying that as a society, not enough time is spent thinking or doing financial planning, and that as circumstances change, so do needs. It was a fairly solid second quarter for Berjaya Foods Berhad, as net profit grew by 15.5% as it opened more Starbucks. Net profit came in at 5.8 million compared to over just 5 million last year. Revenue likewise grew by 7.8% to over 160 million due to more Starbucks and lower losses from its Indonesian Kenny Rogers ops. B-Food also declared a second interim single-tier dividend of 1 cent per share. However, the company warns that for the next quarter, numbers are expected to be adversely impacted by the one-off losses from disposing of Kenny Rogers ops in Indonesia. Aside from that, B-Food is expecting Starbucks to maintain its revenue growth momentum. And in addition, the company is hoping that the operational and menu rationalization of Kenny Rogers would yield better results. Property developer MK Land Holdings Berhad says it will focus on selling off 362.9 million worth of unsold property over the next 2 years. Group Chief K. Mohana Chandran says that the bulk of the units are from the Rafflesia development and Armani Terrace condominium in Damansara Perdana, and units from Residency Suasana in Damansara Damai and Meru Perdana in Ipoh. He said that while pricing is a major factor, the bigger issue is awareness, and as such, MK Land has embarked on a more aggressive marketing push. He adds that the developer would definitely look into rebates to boost sales. MK Land is also in the planning phase to develop affordable housing, namely Rumah Selangorku in Taman Bunga Raya, Bukit Beruntong and Bandar Baru Gunung Semanggol. He expects the construction works to start in early 2019 pending approvals.